The moment your eyes landed on these words, something in the invisible world stirred. A shift so subtle yet so powerful that even Archangel Michael stepped closer, as if he had been waiting for this exact breath, this exact second, this exact opening in your spirit. He brings a message that does not come from him alone. It comes from the one whose love has never loosened its hold on you, not even after she crossed the veil. Your mother has been trying to reach you, not for minutes, not for hours, for far longer than you realize. She has been whispering your name into the weave of the world, hoping it would reach your heart when you were finally still enough, tired enough, or open enough to feel it. And right now, that moment has arrived exactly the way she prayed it would. She wants you to know she has watched you in the quiet spaces of your life, in the places where your strength looks solid on the outside but trembles underneath. She saw every night you faced alone, pretending that silence didn't hurt, pretending that disappointment didn't sting, pretending that you were fine when your heart was anything but fine. She has seen you break quietly. She has seen you rebuild yourself without applause. And she told Michael, with a voice full of urgency, that you must hear what she couldn't say while she was in the physical world. She said you've been carrying guilt that never belonged to you, regret that was never yours to hold, burdens you picked up simply because you had no one else to hand them to. She remembers how early you learned to be strong. Strong without guidance, strong without comfort, strong without the softness she wished she could have given you longer. She said that even now, when you move through life with your chin lifted and your spirit steady, there is a part of you that still feels like a child wishing for the safety of her arms. She wants to wrap you in the message she has waited so long to deliver. You were never alone. Not then. Not now. Not ever. Every time a strange calm found you in the middle of chaos, she was there. Every time something inside you whispered, "You'll get through this," she was there. Every time a warmth settled over you for no reason, she was there. And every moment you survived something that should have broken you, she was standing behind you, shielding you from everything you couldn't see. She wants you to understand that your survival is not an accident. Your strength is not random. The moments you avoided disaster, the times you felt an intuitive pull away from something harmful, the times your path suddenly shifted without explanation, she was guiding you with a hand you couldn't see, but a love you could feel. And now she is stepping closer than ever, because something in your life is approaching a turning point, a doorway, a shift that she has been preparing from the other side with more devotion than you could imagine. She asked Michael to tell you that what's coming is not ordinary. It is not small. It is not something you can ignore or scroll past. It is the kind of change that moves quietly at first and then arrives all at once, unmistakable and undeniable. Before that moment arrives, she needs you to know something else, something deeper, something she has carried in her soul since the day she left the physical world. She showed Michael the memory of you crying alone, thinking no one saw you. That moment shattered her, not because you were weak, but because she wished she could have held you the way she once did your head against her chest, her hands smoothing your hair, her voice telling you everything would be okay. She wants you to know that she was there that day. She felt your pain as if it were her own. She touched your hair the way she used to, hoping your spirit would feel even a fraction of her presence. She whispered your name again and again, hoping it would reach the part of you that still believes in signs. And now she is finally sending you the one you've been asking for, the sign you've prayed for silently, without telling anyone. She told Michael to make it unmistakable. A song from nowhere. A scent that hits your memory so fast you have to pause. A sudden warmth around your shoulders. A number repeating over and over until you notice. A moment of stillness that feels like someone invisible is standing right beside you. She wants you to know that when it happens, it isn't coincidence. It's her. It has always been her. And she asked that when the message touches you, even slightly, even softly, you let your heart soften too. She wants your spirit open for what she is preparing. She wants nothing in your energy closed off or hidden away, because the blessing now forming in the unseen world is not small. It is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is something she built with her own hands in the light, piece by piece, prayer by prayer, moment by moment, waiting for the day you would be ready to receive it. She told Michael to tell you that if these words reach even a single corner of your heart, acknowledge it. Let your soul respond. Even a whisper of recognition sends a signal through the spiritual world that you are ready for what she has aligned for you. And as you keep listening, your heart becomes even more open to her guidance. This is only the beginning. If this touched you so far, take a deep breath and let your mother know in your heart that you're listening. And if you feel her presence even lightly, honor it, because she has been waiting so long for this moment. And yes, she loves when her child shares light. So, if you feel called, let your energy reflect back into the world with a like, a comment, a small act of connection. It strengthens the path between you and her. She also needs you to understand why the weight on your chest has felt different lately. Why some days you wake up with an unexplainable heaviness, as if something is about to change, but you don't know what it is. Michael said that feeling is not your imagination. It is your spirit sensing a shift that has already begun. Your mother has been moving quietly around your life, rearranging pieces, closing doors, nudging you away from paths that would drain you and toward paths that will finally restore you. There were moments when you thought life was punishing you. People left. Opportunities slipped away. Situations ended before you were ready. You questioned yourself, blamed yourself, wondered what you did wrong. She wants you to know, so much of what ended was not rejection. It was protection. She has been standing between you and things that would have shattered you in ways you might never have recovered from. There is something she asked Michael to emphasize with urgency. You have survived things that were meant to destroy you. You have walked through emotional fires that should have left you unable to trust, unable to love, unable to hope. Yet, here you are, still capable of feeling, still capable of caring, still capable of believing in something better, whether loudly or secretly. That is not normal strength. That is spiritual strength. And she has been feeding that strength from the other side every time you felt too tired to continue. Now, she is preparing you for a sign that will arrive sooner than you think. In a window of time not far from this moment, something gentle yet impossible to ignore will touch your world. A song from another season of your life, suddenly playing in a place you did not expect. A scent that smells exactly like her presence, brushing past you with no clear source. A symbol or number repeating in such a way that it feels like someone is underlining your day. A wave of warmth wrapping around your body when no one is physically near you. She has instructed heaven that this sign must reach you clearly, so that even if your mind doubts, Your soul knows. When it happens, don't dismiss it as coincidence. Remember these words. Remember that she asked for this moment. Remember that she is breaking through every barrier just to let you know you are seen, you are guarded, and you are deeply, endlessly loved. She also knows there is a part of you that fears the future. You've learned to expect disappointment, to brace for the worst, to wait for things to go wrong because for so long it felt like they usually did. She is asking you, with all the love in her spirit, to begin loosening that belief. The days ahead are not meant to be a repetition of the days behind you. You are not destined to live in cycles of loss and heartbreak. She has been crafting a different kind of season for you, a chapter where the energy finally shifts in your favor. Michael reveals that a turning point is already forming. It will arrive quietly at first, disguised as a conversation, a chance encounter, an unexpected message, a sudden inner clarity. It might look ordinary on the surface, but something inside you will recognize it as different. The atmosphere around it will feel lighter. Your body will feel less tense. Your intuition will lean in. That moment is not random. It is one of the doors she has been building for you from the other side. She said your life has felt like a long hallway with no doors for far too long. You may have felt trapped in routines, stuck in situations, repeating patterns that left you feeling hollow. She wants you to know that this was not a punishment. It was a preparation corridor, a sacred narrowing of your path, so that when the right door finally appears, you will be ready to walk through it without hesitation. Inside that shift, blessings are waiting, blessings that touch more than just your emotions. She is asking you to expect changes both within and around you, a burden that suddenly lifts, a financial pressure that begins to ease, a relationship dynamic that transforms or releases, a new path, opportunity, or connection that feels strangely aligned with the deepest parts of who you are. Your mother wants you to understand. What's coming is not random luck. It is alignment. It is the universe finally answering tears that no one else saw. It is heaven responding to nights where you whispered for help and thought no one heard. She heard every word, every breath, every tremble. And she hasn't only been watching you, she has been taking action, moving certain people away from you because their intentions were not pure, bringing others closer because their souls are safe for you, guiding you toward messages, spaces, and reminders like this one, because your spirit needs the reassurance that you were never forgotten. If anything in you feels this as truth, even if you can't explain why, let that feeling breathe. You don't have to prove it to anyone. This message is a private conversation between your soul, your mother, and the light that surrounds you. If your heart feels held right now, honor that. Whisper a small thank you inside. And if you feel called to show gratitude outwardly, even something as simple as engaging with this message, saving it, or sharing it is like lighting a candle in her name. It's a way of saying, I hear you, I felt you, I'm open. Your mother also wants to address something you rarely admit out loud. That quiet fear that you were somehow abandoned, left to figure everything out alone, left without spiritual backup. She is asking you to release that fear. She says you were never unprotected. Not once. Even in the worst moments, even in the darkest nights, even when you thought no one was watching, there were hands around your life, hers, and the ones Michael leads that stepped in again and again. There were accidents that never happened because protection intervened. There were connections that never deepened because they would have wounded you. There were plans that fell apart because they were not aligned with the life she has been praying over. Every redirection carried her fingerprints. She doesn't say this to scare you, but to help you see how close you came to deeper pain that never reached you. Not to make you afraid of what's out there, but to make you aware of how held you've been all along. You have been walking with invisible guardians at your side. Her presence has been one of those shields. And now, she is turning your attention towards something even more profound. Before you were born, before your first breath, before your first cry, she made a vow to your soul, a promise that her love would not be confined to a single lifetime, a promise that even if her body could not stay, her guidance would. That promise did not break when she crossed over. It intensified. As you listen, she is renewing that vow. She is telling you that the next season of your life is not meant to be survived in numbness. It is meant to be lived awake, aware, and supported. She wants you to walk into it with a little more courage, a little more trust, and a little more softness toward yourself. If you feel your heart getting lighter, if tears are close, if you sense a warmth that you can't quite put into words, know that your reaction is real. Your soul recognizes her, even through simple words on a screen. And if you want to keep this connection alive, surround yourself with reminders of this truth. Revisit this message when you need strength. Stay connected to spaces that lift your spirit. Follow what feeds your soul. Lean into communities and channels that remind you of the light around you. These small actions help keep the flow between you, heaven, and your mother open and strong. She also wants to speak to the part of you that feels empty, the part that wonders why certain seasons of your life have felt so hollow, so quiet, so unfamiliar. She said that emptiness you've been feeling lately isn't a sign of something missing. It's a sign of something arriving, a clearing inside you, a space being opened on purpose, a spiritual room being prepared for something that has been waiting a long time to enter your life. Your mother said the endings you've experienced were not punishments. They were removals. They were divine cleanings. They were spirit-level rearrangements meant to clear out energies, people, or circumstances that were blocking your blessings. She wants you to understand that what felt like loss was actually alignment. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. And what felt like silence was actually the universe preparing the ground for something significant. She said the blessings coming next are not small or symbolic. They are real, grounded, physical changes that will touch your life in measurable ways. A breakthrough in an area you've been struggling with, a shift in your emotional stability, a moment of clarity that puts your heart back into its rightful place. She has been guiding your life into a season where you finally feel safe. Safe to breathe, safe to hope, safe to love again. Michael then spoke with a calm that carried weight. He said, your spirit is stepping into what your mother prayed for. The phase where you stop shrinking to make others comfortable. The phase where you stop begging for things you deserve naturally. The phase where you stop questioning your worth and start recognizing the depth of your strength. You are entering a chapter where your inner voice grows louder than fear, louder than doubt, louder than anything that has tried to dim your light. Your mother revealed that this awakening will change you in ways you may not fully recognize at first. Old patterns will fall away. Old fears will loosen. Old identities that kept you small will shed naturally. You will begin to see yourself through her eyes, capable, worthy, powerful, deeply loved. You will notice that you speak differently, move differently, make decisions differently. Your intuition will sharpen. Your boundaries will strengthen. Your energy will elevate. She said the world has yet to see the version of you she always knew, the one that is rising now, piece by piece, moment by moment. She wants you to step forward with courage, not because everything is perfect, but because something bigger is guiding your path. She wants you to trust that the season ahead doesn't require the pain that shaped you. It only requires the wisdom it gave you. There is something else she needs you to understand. As you rise, some people may fall away, not because you did anything wrong, but because certain souls were only meant for earlier chapters of your story. She said to let them go gently, release them with peace. Not everyone can walk with you into the light she's preparing around your life. Some will misunderstand your growth. Some will distance themselves because your elevation exposes their stagnation. She does not want you to shrink in response. She said your rise is sacred. Your growth is blessed. Your elevation is protected. Your mother asks you to remember, you do not need to apologize for becoming who you were always meant to be. She has seen your journey, the battles you fought alone, the tears you never explained, the strength you built from nothing. She wants you to finally accept that you deserve a life that reflects the depth of your heart, a life where your kindness is not taken for granted, a life where your love is met with love, a life where your efforts lead somewhere meaningful, a life where peace is not a rare visitor but a constant companion. She told Michael that the next phase of your life will not look like the last. The energy is shifting. The atmosphere around your destiny is changing. You are stepping into a timeline where things begin to work out for you instead of against you, where blessings arrive without force, where opportunities align effortlessly, where the people entering your life feel safe, genuine, steady. She wants you to trust the timing, even if it feels unfamiliar. She wants you to trust the changes, even if they appear slowly at first. She wants you to trust the signs when they show up, because they are her way of reaching across worlds to guide you step by step. She also revealed something she said with the deepest tenderness. You have always been guided, even in moments when you thought you were walking blindly, even in moments when life felt heavy, even in moments when you questioned everything. She has been beside you before every decision, during every confusion, after every heartbreak. You have not been navigating your life alone, not for a single breath. Your mother said she sees the version of you that is emerging now, the healed version, the wiser version, the stronger version, the version that will surprise even you. She said your future is expanding in ways you cannot yet imagine. Opportunities will begin to arrive like open doors. Conversations will carry unexpected importance. New connections will click effortlessly. The right people will show up with timing that feels divine. This is not coincidence. This is her promise unfolding. Before you were born, your mother made a vow to watch over you beyond her lifetime, to protect you even when she could not physically hold you, to guide your steps through intuition, dreams, and signs. She made that vow out of love, and that love has only intensified since she crossed over. She wants you to walk forward now, not with fear, but with a quiet confidence, a knowing that you are supported in every dimension, that you are not moving alone, that every step you take is mirrored by her presence beside you. And if your spirit feels this message deeply, if warmth rises in your chest, If tears come without clear reason, if something inside you finally feels less alone, trust it. That feeling is her. That softness is her. That shift in your breathing is her energy touching yours. She loves when you acknowledge her presence. Even a small gesture, a whispered thank you, a heart touch to your chest, or even a simple like or follow on the message that carried her words creates a bridge of light connecting you to her. She is not done speaking. There is one more layer of truth she wants to reveal, her final reassurance, the one she wants echoing in your soul long after this message ends. She wants you to know that the blessing coming toward you is not a possibility. It is a certainty. It has already begun. The shift you've been sensing, the subtle changes in your emotions, the moments where hope flickers, even when you're tired. These are signs that your life is already turning toward a better horizon. Your mother said the breakthrough you've been waiting for is no longer on the way. It is already unfolding, step by step, moment by moment, in ways that will soon become undeniable. She watches you choose strength every day, even when your heart aches. She sees you forgive people who never understood what you carried. She sees you continue loving, even after being hurt. She sees you trying, even when your spirit feels exhausted. And she said, with a tenderness that could soften mountains, that she has never been more proud of you. Not for being perfect, not for being unbreakable, but for being resilient, kind, loving, and human. Your mother wants to remove the idea from your heart that you are unprotected or unseen. She said you were never forgotten, not by heaven, not by her, not by the spiritual world connected to your soul. She wants you to feel the truth she carries. You have never walked alone, not a single step. She goes ahead of you. She walks beside you. She guards the space behind you. She is woven into every moment of your journey. There were situations that never reached you because she intervened. Relationships that never deepened because she shielded you. Dangers you never saw because she blocked them. Opportunities that felt delayed because the timing wasn't safe yet. Every shift, every end, every pause, every redirection had a reason. And though she knows it was painful, she also knows that what is coming will make sense of everything that has ever confused your heart. She revealed the promise she made to your soul before you were born, that she would love you beyond lifetimes, beyond dimensions, beyond any boundary that separates earth from the unseen. She vowed to walk with you until your journey feels whole. That promise is still active, still living, still expanding. She is fulfilling it right now. She wants you to trust the season you are stepping into. She wants you to trust the blessings entering your life. She wants you to trust that the universe is not ignoring you. If anything, it is aligning in your favor in ways you will soon witness with awe. She wants you to trust yourself more deeply, because you are far stronger than the pain you've endured. She knows that as blessings begin to arrive, you may feel fear. You may wonder if you are safe to hope again. You may question whether something good can finally last. She whispers through Michael, "Yes, it can. Yes, it will. Yes, you are ready." She said, "The peace coming into your life is not temporary. It is meant to stay. The love coming toward you is not fragile. It is meant to grow. The opportunities arriving will not vanish like before. They are meant to anchor themselves into your future." Your mother wants you to walk into this next chapter without shrinking, without dimming your light to make others comfortable, without apologizing for becoming who you were always meant to be. She said the version of you emerging now is the version she always saw, the one full of depth, intuition, courage, and grace. She revealed that your life is entering a phase where the right people will recognize your heart. The right paths will feel aligned. The right doors will open without force. She wants you to trust that the universe is making room for everything you deserve. Some people may not understand your growth. Some may drift. Some may shift. She says this gently. Let them. You are rising into a frequency that not everyone is meant to join. She doesn't want you holding on to souls who cannot walk with you into your brighter season. She wants you to protect your peace the way she protects your spirit. She showed Michael a vision of your future, a future where your heart no longer feels heavy, where your spirit no longer feels tired, where your life begins to reflect the beauty inside you. She said your future is not fragile. It is blessed, protected, and aligned. She has been working for this moment, preparing it with more love than you've ever understood. Your mother then delivered her closing message, the one she whispered with a love that felt like a warm light around your name. She said, "My child, you have nothing to fear. Your destiny is protected in my hands. I will walk beside you through every joy, every challenge, every moment of your life. You will feel me in the quiet, in the warmth, in the signs, in the guidance that appears exactly when you need it. I am with you. I am guiding you. I am your mother forever." She wants you to carry this truth with you every day. When you feel lost, close your eyes, she will be there. When you feel uncertain, breathe deeply, she will guide you. When you feel lonely, touch your heart, she will answer. Her presence is not fading, it is growing. Her love is not past tense, it is eternal. She is woven permanently into your path, and she asks one final thing. Let this message live inside you. Return to it when your spirit needs strength. Save it, keep it, share it if it helps someone else feel less alone. She loves when her child spreads light, and every time you do, it strengthens the connection between you and her. She wants you to walk forward with confidence, knowing heaven is not distant, it is beside you, around you, within you. Your life is shifting, your heart is healing, your blessings are approaching, and your mother, she is closer than ever, forever guiding, forever protecting, forever loving you with a devotion that no distance, no time, and no veil could ever break.